Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at a How It Should Have Ended video, Spider-Man Best Picture Summary 2022. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. And while you're subscribing and upvoting, subscribe to How It Should Have Ended. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that link, give the original upvote from there, and subscribe to them. Here we go.
So I said, it's okay if you don't want to talk about him. I just want to know, when are you going to stop singing about Bruno?
Hey everyone.
What's up, Peter?
Did you hear the news?
News?
What news?
We aren't nominated for Best Picture.
What?
Oh.
No way.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Best director?
Nope.
Best costumes?
Nope.
Best cinematography?
Are you joking?
WTF, you guys?
Was it because we didn't cut off somebody saying WTF at the end? Because I told you, if you ended the last two movies like that, somebody's gonna expect it a third time.
How are we not Best Picture?
I don't
I
know.
forgot about
This
that.
is bullcrap.
Yeah.
Not only did we have to keep our being in the movie an absolute secret,
Which is really hard to do.
I know, but the three of us single-handedly saved going back to movie theaters.
Yeah!
And these nominations dare to claim they are the best of the bunch?
Shh, like anyone even left their house to watch them. But ooh, DiCaprio and Streep spit out some political satire about the world.
That
in
was
here.
really good, though.
Let's all go bananas.
Oh no, the Earth is gonna end. We had to stop the entire multiverse from cracking apart.
Yeah, don't look up. More like, don't admit we have everything your movie has.
Totally have everything.
The power of the dog.
I haven't seen that
Doctor
yet.
Strange acting like a jerk. We have that. Dune, a war in the sand.
Oh, I
We have
love
to
that
fight
one.
a man actually made of
And
sand.
our movie has way more of your girlfriend.
True dad.
Licorice Pizza.
True.
A coming-of-age story between two sharp-witted people.
Can someone say Peter and MJ?
West Side Story. Music and choreography.
I'm in a musical.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually nominated for Best Actor. Not for our movie, but still.
Oh wow, man, congrats. That's amazing.
Yeah, you are so amazing.
Hey, thanks.
But not as amazing as all three of us swinging together at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I call choreography.
King Richard, pushing yourself to be the best while maintaining who you are. Hello? Textbook Spider-Man, Nightmare Alley, a guy fooling people with cheap tricks at a carnival.
We have real magic. And I'm not just talking about our performance on screen. I mean like an actual sorcerer. Come on.
Belfast, saying goodbye to beloved family in a time of tense uprising. I had to say goodbye to everyone I knew to save the world. How is that not sad?
It's so sad.
It is very sad.
I'm sad for you right now.
Drive my car, grappling with death.
I almost watched that movie, but it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, no,
And I looked at reviews about it, and they're like, this is a slow-paced movie, just so you know. I'm like, it's amazing how
it's
often...
Japanese.
I know that, ACHARA, but it's amazing how often a movie called Drive is slow. Drive, that's not a fast-paced movie.
No.
I just wonder if they actually like legitimately thought in their heart of hearts that this was gonna get nominated for Best Picture. Like, I know that they said, but like, come on.
While it achieved a whole bunch of box office success and all of the things that they said, like, you know, single-handedly saved the movie-going experience and all of that, it's not really the type of movie that the Academy tends to favor for Best Picture.
What saved the movie single-handedly was Tom Cruise's leaked recording.
Credit where credit is due. It was a great movie-going experience, definitely. It was a great film and all of that, but I think there definitely is a type of movie that gets nominated for Best Picture.
If you just look at the film on its own, while it may have saved the movie theaters, I don't think that the quality of the story was quite strong enough to be Best Picture.
Sure.
You know, that's all. Because even watching clips of it without the audience, I'm like, yeah, this is just not the same. Like, this is literally like
it's theater.
It has to, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, what is the Best Picture for? Is it for like with the best theatrical experience possible? I mean, that's what Titanic was.
Did it win Best Picture?
Fuck yeah, it won Best Picture amongst like
That's what I thought,
it just totally like cleaned house. There was this famous moment of James Cameron going, "All right, everybody, 30 seconds of silence for the victims of Titanic." And I just want to say one more thing. I'm king of the world. The weirdest transition ever.
Get about Aunt May.
Exactly. No.
Drive my car, grappling with death. Did everyone forget about Aunt May?
Exactly.
And we have cars in our movie too.
CODA. What? I actually really like this one.
I don't know what that is. I never heard of it.
No, I haven't seen that one.
I think that's the one that should win.
Yeah, I would totally say the same thing.
Okay, well now I have to watch it.
Okay, but for real, like, this is outrageous, right?
Completely.
Everyone saw our movie.
We made almost $2 billion.
That's dose, amigo.
Billion.
With a B.
Yeah, come on, don't act like we don't deserve this.
I mean, clearly, we are the best.
Yeah, just give us a trophy.
That's what I'm saying.
Why can't we have a trophy?
Guys, did you hear? We've been nominated for Best Visual Effects.
Oh, are you kidding?
Surprise. Like that never matters to
Whoop-de-freaking-do.
Crushing
anyone.
that for years.
Oh. That's a toughie.
So, okay.
I'm sorry, it's just not the same.
Aw.
Apparently, there's this thing, according to Philip DeFranco, where the Academy actually puts out a Twitter poll. I don't know if it's a poll or what, but people can submit what they feel like is the best picture, and it's like a fan selection, because the best pictures are actually selected by, the Academy, right?
Yeah.
People who are part of the Academy, whereas like this would be something that like, what is the fan favorites? Got a lot of backlash the first time they did it, and so they just killed it.
Oh.
And then they brought it back.
It's back now?
It's back now. Like
Probably
you can,
for Spider-Man.
Maybe, yeah. What is the quality of a Best Picture film? It's supposed to be a story that moves you,
Yeah.
that is a cinematic experience. Spider-Man No Way Home definitely has that. It's like hard to divorce it from the fact that it's popcorn, I guess.
I guess it's like, oh, if you were successful in the box office, then no.
No, Titanic was successful at the box office.
Oh, that's
though.
true. So that doesn't always apply.
For some reason, it's hard for me to articulate what that vibe is that
Yeah.
the Marvel films has that would deprive it from the opportunity to be nominated for Best Picture, because it definitely is like its own thing. We just watched Everything Everywhere All at Once yesterday, and I can see that being nominated for Best Picture, even though that's dealing with similar principles like the multiverse and martial arts and action and it's comedy. Now, it wouldn't win, but I can see that being nominated over something like Spider-Man No Way Home.
I think it's because at its heart, it's still an indie film.
It was definitely an indie film,
Yeah, I really do feel that a lot of the time, with exceptions of super successful films like Titanic, the Best Picture winners are not normally very successful at the box office, at least not to the level that Spider-Man was.
Or Titanic.
Yeah, or Titanic.
Dune made a lot of money, so if Dune's not gonna win Best Picture, but if it did win Best Picture, that would be in the Titanic league sort of thing, right? Because
How much money did it make?
the projected numbers were insane, so much that they greenlit number 2 already when the movie was just starting to gross a bunch of money.
I think also, like, aesthetically, there is something to Dune that is different from Spider-Man.
Spider-Man No Way Home is the highest grossing film during pandemic, as far as I understand. Like, it's insane the numbers that it did. And I think that does need to be acknowledged. I don't know if you can credit it on its own, though, because you had Shang-Chi, you had Black Widow, and I mean, there was this whole kerfuffle with Black Widow, but definitely Shang-Chi, right? And Shang-Chi made a lot of money. Spider-Man No Way Home blew that out of the water.
Yeah.
Marvel does need to be acknowledged by the Academy for saving movie theaters. Like, that should happen at the very least. Maybe you don't give them Best Picture, but you need to acknowledge the fact that we still have theaters thanks to them. Otherwise, they would have gone completely bankrupt.
Sure.
I think. I mean, we lost ArcLight.
ArcLight,
You know,
yeah.
how would we still have movie theaters if not for Marvel? I know Scorsese, ragged on Marvel because they're like, oh, it's theme parks. Is what he said. Like, I get that, but they still single-handedly saved the theater industry.
Yeah, there are definitely some movies that translate really well into a theater experience, and the creators definitely do have that in mind, like Spider-Man, like Dune, or even the one that you said recently, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, that was a really great experience in the theaters, and
For the most part.
Yeah, but like a lot of the creativity that the filmmakers were using translated amazingly on the big screen, and you knew watching it that, oh, that's what they had in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I acknowledge that Marvel deserves credit for saving the movie theater industry. Like, I appreciate that. Like I said, Shang-Chi and Spider-Man collectively made crazy money, which people going back out in droves to the theaters is what we needed in order to keep those theaters sustained, so that they can continue to show other things that people haven't even heard of. I mean, The Power of the Dog is obviously something a lot of people have heard of. I haven't watched it, and its theatrical run was just enough so it could get nominated, probably.
Well, yeah, that's what you have to do for...
Same for Don't Look Up. Both of those are from Netflix. Licorice Pizza I watched, but
You liked it.
Of all these movies, Dune is really the only one that I think people are aware of. That and West Side Story, but West Side Story did not make money.
Yeah, it didn't make money, but I remember you telling me, like, that movie needs to be nominated for Best Picture. You really enjoyed the theater
It was a good
experience
update.
of watching it.
I wouldn't watch that. It's the kind of movie I have to watch in the theater where I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I experienced that movie and it was a good movie. But if I was watching it at home, I'd probably be like, all right, I'll catch up to this later, like halfway through.
Oh.
It's one of those things because we have been conditioned with a short attention. I don't even think like most people are watching still. The attention span is so short today, and that's not just me, that's everybody. The attention span is so short today that like a movie like West Side Story, if you don't watch it in theaters, you're less likely to finish it. Everything's streaming and whatnot, you're watching it on your phone, it's just like, it's not the same. I'm glad I watched it. I don't know if I ever will again, but I'm glad I watched it.
I haven't watched it yet, but I am looking forward
you need to
now that it's out on streaming. Just because you said that, I will. So what do you think's gonna win then?
I think that it's gonna be West Side Story.
Okay.
And the reason why is because Hollywood loves old Hollywood. It loves old Hollywood.
And Hollywood doesn't love an update on an old Western?
The Power of the Dog is not as well known as West Side Story. West Side Story is like, everybody knows West Side Story. Everybody. You pick some rando in the street, they've heard of West Side Story.
Okay.
Even though they've never watched it, they don't know what it is.
It's in the zeitgeist.
It's in the zeitgeist.
Sure.
Like, that's a thing you've heard of, right? And so West Side Story, it being an update, and a really good update, it surpassed the original in my opinion. And when Steven Spielberg collects his Academy Award, he should acknowledge Marvel and go, while I wouldn't make a Marvel movie, y'all saved us.
All right.
And he should use that phrase, y'all saved us. Now let me go make Jurassic Park 5. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you, How It Should Have Ended, for allowing us to react to this. Very much appreciate it. You guys, thanks so much. I'm Jaby Koay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How many more thanks can I give? I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out. You know, you forget what you're saying sometimes. You just start rambling on. Thank you, thank you, thank you.